what's up YouTube? In this video I'll be showing you how to make a tiki bar. I've been getting loads of requests for this, so I've finally decided to do it. This tiki bar can either be made alone or by itself on a beach somewhere or wherever you decide to make it, or my personal preference, you could just suggesting build this tiki bar alongside another build. And I think that this thing would make a great addition behind a house. I think that it'd be kind of cool if you had, let's say, a suburban house, or maybe something a bit bigger. It might be a bit ridiculous for a suburban house, a small one like this, to have something like this, but if you had a mansion or something even bigger, I think that a tiki bar would be a great addition. I think that it's something that would be very unexpected to find outside in somebody's back garden, and I do think that it looks really, really nice back here. So if you do want to build the tiki bar and maybe a house along with it, I'll link you my suburban houses tutorial playlist along with my real world playlist and my theme playlist, so you guys can pick and choose out of all of those playlists, and you might want to build something along with your tiki bar, or you might not. That's completely up to you, although I would definitely suggest it. I think that it looks at home back here. I think it looks really cool. By the way, if you do have any more suggestions, let me know down there in the comment section. Love to hear what you guys want me to make. Very interested. Follow me on Twitter as well. You can do the same thing at TSMC360. Check out the card system and the description below for all of those things that I just mentioned, all of those playlists. If you wouldn't mind, give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you wouldn't mind, guys, subscribe. Check it out. Check out my channel, see what comes up. I bet that you guys would love to know what I'm going to be building next. But that's more than enough talking. Without any further ado, let's get this tiki bar built. So if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some spruce wood, some oak wood planks, some spruce wood planks. We'll need some oak wood fence and some wooden trapdoors. We'll also need some spruce wood slabs. We'll also need some hay bales, as weird as that may seem. Also, we're going to need a few smaller things as well. We'll need some stuff like some flower pots, and we'll also need some paintings, for instance. And there's loads of other little materials that we'll need to grab later, so we'll just have to grab them as we need them. Once you have each one of these, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making it on this little semi-deserted island here. Well, once you've figured out where you want to make it, you want to kick off this build with a row of 4 spruce wood coming directly up from the ground. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. You then want to go right of this 4th spruce wood block by 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then connect that 5th block all the way down to the ground. Then take that 5th spruce wood block, or the one that connected down to the ground rather, and extend a wooden trapdoor coming out in front of the top of it. You then, in front of that block, want to place a spruce wood plank, and then coming out diagonally towards you to the left, place a spruce wood plank. Go left of that by 3, that's 1, 2, 3. Move inwards diagonally to the left and place another spruce wood plank block, and then connect it all the way back to where you first started. What you can then do is you can take out your oak wood fence, and on top of, let's say, this spruce wood plank that connects to this trapdoor, you want to go up on top of this by 2 of the oak wood fence, that's 1 and 2. And also on the opposite side you want to do the same thing, so that's 1 and 2 coming up with the fence. Then what you can do is you can take out your oak wood planks, and you just want to do a row of oak wood planks underneath this row of spruce wood that we have in this spruce wood archway. Connect the 2 center oak wood planks down to the ground with your oak wood planks like this. You then want to take out your spruce wood slabs, and you want to place spruce wood slabs in this position, so underneath the 2 center blocks that you decided to extend down, but not covering them up in any way. We then want to place a painting in these 2 middle spaces above the spruce wood shelf, and the painting that I'm looking for is the one where there's like a creeper on a beach, because I think that it's oddly fitting and it's nice and bright and I quite like it. This might take a second or two to get. This is the painting that I actually want on the back. I don't want the same painting, so we're going to try our best. We're going to see if we can get it. It might take a really long time. That took so long that I actually needed to cut that out. I must have placed like 50 paintings, so unlucky. Well, that's the painting that we want. And what we also want to do is we want to, with our flower pots, we just want to place like a flower pot in a random position on top of this row of 4 spruce wood planks. And that's just like a drink, that's all that is. And now we want to come to the very back of the tiki bar. And with our spruce wood planks again, we want to come behind this spruce wood that we have here at the back. And starting from this position, we want to, from this bottom spruce wood, move outwards by 2 with the planks. That's 1 and 2. We then want to do an outward diagonal going to the right, go right by 3, 1, 2, 3, do an outward diagonal going to the right, move in by 1, there we go. We then want to take out the oak wood fence, and we want to place an oak wood fence on top of these same positions on the back as we did the front. We want to go up by 1 and 2, and we want to go up by 1 and 2. Now what we want to do, we can get rid of the spruce wood slabs and we can grab ourselves some quartz slabs. We want to place quartz slabs in the same position that we placed the spruce slabs on the front, and we want to place another painting. And that is actually the painting that I wanted first try. I can't believe how lucky that was. That is the painting that I wanted. I'm actually really happy about that. Well, once you've got that painting placed, or any painting you want, completely up to you, you can place a couple more flower pots on the back of the bar, or maybe even, if you want to, you can even place them on the side here, if you want. I actually like them in the 2 positions that I place them in, though. Now, we've got to give this thing a roof. So, with the hay bales, we're going to, starting from, let's say, this top back left-hand corner of this spruce wood, we want to move forwards from this block by 2, so 1, 2, so it connects on top of that oak wood fence. And then we want to do an outward diagonal going to the right. We then want to go right by 3, 1, 2, 3. We then want to do an inward diagonal going to the right. Move towards the spruce wood by 1, then moving through to the front of the tiki bar, we want to move forward by 1 and 2. We then want to do an outward diagonal going to the right. We then want to go right by 3, 1, 2, 3, then an outward diagonal going to the right, connect back to the bar. What we can then do is we can then fill the top of this thing in. So we just want to fill the top of this thing in with our hay bales. By the way, you may also have a preference for which way your hay bales go. I do not. So we're just going to fill the top of this thing in. And then on either side, where we have the spruce wood framework, we just want to place a hay bale on top of that spruce wood, and then we want to place one either side like that. So just to show you again, on top of the spruce wood, and then one either side just like that. And that's what you want to have. And if you want, you can even destroy the spruce wood support and you can replace that with hay if you so choose. It doesn't bother me, but it might bother you. And that is just about all we have to do for the actual proper bar itself, although there are a couple of little things that we'll deal with later on. Well, once you've got that sorted out, we now have a pool to build. So the pool is on the back of the bar, and that's the side where we have the quartz shelf. And we want to, starting from this spruce wood plank that comes out of like the back of the bar, the first one, we want to go right of it by outwards by 2 with the quartz slabs. We then want to move backwards towards where the back of the bar and far beyond goes, and we want to move backwards by 8 with the quartz slabs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then want to drag this over to the opposite side here, so it's on the opposite side to where it is, where we started on that side of the bar, and that'll be about here. We then want to move forwards, and we want to connect it in the same position, so it'll come out by 2 from that spruce wood plank, and it will come all the way back like this. We then have to dig this out. We have to dig out this area, and we want to dig out inside of the pool an area of 2. So we want to dig down by 2, and the reason for that is in the second layer we're going to replace it with quartz. So we're going to replace the second layer digging down with quartz. And then all the way around, so underneath the quartz slabs, we're going to place quartz in there. So this is just to make the pool look a little bit nicer, plus we're also going to be adding a little bit of seatage to this as well. So we can get rid of just about everything that we have, to be completely honest, and we can now grab ourselves some block of quartz. I'll tell you what, we'll also need some stone slabs. Later on we'll need some pistons, we'll also need a block of redstone, and we'll also need, whilst I'm at it, some quartz stairs, and we'll need some netherbrick fence, and we might even need a couple more things, but we'll grab them as we need them. So we're just going to lay block of quartz in the bottom of this pool. We'll lay block of quartz in the bottom of this pool. And I'm doing a really poor job because I'm placing quartz on top of quartz, which is just not a good idea. That's just making the whole process take longer. And after that, I'm then going to dig around. You see where we have all of the sand here? I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm going to replace that nasty sand with some much better looking block of quartz. I think that that'll look a little bit better, don't you guys? And after we've done this, we can then add the water. Silly me, we forgot water. I told you, I always forget all of the materials that we need. It's crazy. And there we go. And now I'm going to add you know what, I'll actually add a way to get in and out of the pool. So the way to get in and out of the pool is on the left hand side here, and it's on the third quartz slab coming in, so like in line with the edge of the bar. We destroy this quartz block, we place a quartz stairs here on the outwards part, and we place this quartz stairs here on the inwards part. We destroy the 2 quartz slabs either side of it, and then we build up stone slabs next to this. We place netherbrick fence either side of the stone slabs and the quartz stairs, and there we have a little way to get in and out of the pool. We're also going to want to grab some water so that we can actually fill this thing in, so we'll fill in this little area with water, and if you want you can also light up the pool with sea lanterns and glowstone and stuff, but I don't want to. We're going to be adding 2 chairs to the pool, so they are at each end of the bar where we have this row of 4, and they are 1 block away, and they'll look like this. It'll be like 1, 2, 3 slabs coming up, 1, 2, 3 slabs coming up, and that's just so that you can have a drink whilst relaxing in the pool at the bar. And if you like, you can also grab some torches. We'll also need a little bit of dark oak wood fence, by the way, later on as well. I'm going to light up the inside of the bar with torches in that position, and I'm also going to do the same on the front. I also want some torches in this position, and that just lights up the bar a bit. In the front of the bar, we're going to add 2 stools in the same positions as we did on the back, except this time we're going to dig 2 blocks down. We're going to place a redstone, then we're going to place pistons on top, and those just look like those kind of like bar stools that you'd usually see. And then I'm going to, with our dark oak wood fence, 2 blocks coming out diagonally from the corners of the bar. I'm going to place 2 dark oak wood fence coming up from the ground, and I'm going to place a torch on top. And that'll be 2 dark oak wood fence and a torch on top. And those are just tiki torches, which are aptly named. And this, guys, is pretty much your tiki bar. This is what it should look like. It actually shouldn't look too much different to this. I guess you can also tweak it a little bit, but this is pretty much the tiki bar. Let me do a little bit of landscaping so that the area around this looks a little bit nicer, and let me add some trees and stuff, and I'll see what you guys think. Give me a second. So all I've really done is I've added a little bit of an area around the tiki bar, I've added a bit of sand, and I've added some jungle trees just to make it look a little bit more beach-like. And I really like this, I really do. I think that this looks fantastic. Not only does this just stand alone as a nice little tiki bar, but it absolutely works as an addition to your lovely house. Suburban houses, mansions, anything you want to add this to. You can even add it to a beach randomly. It's just a cool thing to come across, and it's very easy to build. Well, hopefully you guys like it. If you do, please do drop this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, what else do you want me to build next? I'd be really interested. You can do the same thing on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at TSMC360. Check out the card system, check out the description below. You'll find links to loads of other stuff around there. And if you're looking for a suburban house to build this behind, look no further than the Suburban House Build Tutorial playlist. You'll find loads there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.